Alright, so for Horizon Forbidden West, I'm continuing from the last time. Now, I specifically stated in the last video that it's going to be, I'm going to go for a specific type of build. And I'm going to go for that build because it might increase my survivability much better. I'm assuming that when you get to the arena, it's going to be extremely hard. Whether it's arena versus machine or arena versus people, it's going to be very hard. And then when it comes towards the ending, fighting the boss or mini bosses before the final boss, it's also going to be very hard. So since close quarter combat is not something you want to do when it comes to enemy that hits really hard, you want to keep them at bay, but sometimes they could get in close quarters. I want to try to stay away from that. But if I don't increase my warrior status in close quarter combat, such as under my skill tree, if I don't increase warrior, crit chance, crit damage, crit strike damage, if I don't increase this, it's going to take me forever to take out an enemy. So warrior is necessary, not so much for its close combat capabilities, but simple for if they're within mid-range, I'm going to need to do enough damage before jumping out of the way to safety. And that's going to be necessary. And a lot of stuff on melee detonator, all this stuff is going to be necessary in those final battles. And warrior is going to be necessary. So if I'm a superb hunter, but I'm not a good warrior, it's important for me to stay my distance and keep it at a good mid range. But many times enemies are going to jump towards you or fly towards you or throw stuff towards you. And those things are going to have certain status effects that affect your capabilities. So it's going to be hunter, survivor for removing effects, status effects, warrior, and infiltrator. Because if they cut off like certain amount of my abilities, let's say if an enemy cut off my abilities to use potions, it will be solely depending on my capabilities to use my skills itself, if I can't use potions. So it's necessary to use just skills itself. So skills and having high crits and good damage on hunter is going to be necessary if they cut off my potion capabilities. But if they cut off my my damage hit capacity and resistant to damage on weapons, then the crit is still necessary because the crit will boost the damage. So it might take longer to take them out with weapons if they cut off the resistance to cut off the damage resistance, or cut off the amount of damage you take from the weapon itself. So the warrior is still necessary in that case. Now if they cut off the ability for me to use cloaking device and still track me, and they cut off my potions as well, tracking device and potions, then it's going to be necessary to have high damage and capabilities to use my weapons. But if they just cut off my capabilities to use my weapons very fast, then it's solely going to be dependent on my capabilities to heal up and to stay invisible before I could take out another shot. So this one seems to be more tactical than the previous game, and now that's how I'm going to play it, tactical. And I'm going to put traps down because from what I reviewed from the notepads, there's not something to cut off your abilities to put down traps or casters. So this is not something that's going to be limited. Hunter might be limited ability to use your bow fast enough. Survivor is going to be limited ability, and this might be limited. But traps and warriors aren't going to be limited. So my main concern for early game is mostly to get this up to a decent amount, so that even if they cut it off, I still feel the effects. And to get this up to a decent amount, so a lot of damage. So even if they reduce my damage amount, because I maxed this out under Hunter, I'm still doing good damage. And then to make sure Infiltrator and Warrior are up. So it's not so much on me putting down traps. In the previous game, if you max out your traps and max out modification, it's not really about maxing out your skills for your traps. It's more like putting the higher tier mods on your type of traps that you have, or on the type of roadcaster. So the higher the mod you get from the enemy, the more effective the trap that you put down. So it's not so much about unlocking the trap types, but it's about acquiring mods to put on traps. So that's what I'm going to go for, and I'll put that last. Well, no, not last, but second to last. So primary will be Hunter, secondary will be Survivor if I take a lot of damage, third will be Infiltrator, throw down a smoke bomb or something. But based on what my knowledge of this game is, you're not going to have a lot of resources to infiltrate at all times, and it might be limited. So it would be necessary to get as fast and quick as kill as I can and many enemies are going to be jumping towards you in close range. So the amount of stuff I'm going to put inside Hunter, if I get points, 2 will go into Hunter first, 1 in Survivor, 1 in Warrior, and 1 in Infiltrator, like I said in the previous video. 2 here, 1 Survivor, 1 Warrior, and 1 Infiltrator. Now I want to get quick kills. I don't even want to take damage, so I need to use healing. So as soon as I get points, if those points are just 2 or even 3, those 2 points are going to go here before they go into anyone. And if I get an extra point, it's going to go in Warrior, because I need to do and kill enemies quickly, as fast as possible. And the fastest way to kill enemies possible is to get quick chance, quick damage, and heavy damage with the bow itself. Now I'm not sure on a Trapper if Trapper deals more damage, but what you do on Trapper, you get elemental build-up, you get status duration. So any elements on the enemy from the traps you set off, the duration of it will last for a long time, which allowing you to use your bow after the effect of paste or toxic or electricity on them. You could then use your primary weapon, your bow, to finish them off once the elemental effects on your weapon gets to that level. But I think that will be more something when it comes to harder level enemies. You want to have those durations, and then elemental damage resistance, so on and so forth. With regards to this, as you're playing, as you get to the halfway point, you want to have this a couple of these locks, and then once you go past the halfway point of the game, you want to have a lot of these locks. So, and let me look at the skill tree. Craft tools, traps, and potions faster. Okay, so from what I could see, this is very necessary. As soon as it says craft potions faster, that's going to be necessary when I'm in combat. Now, is it going to be I'll be able to craft potions while in combat? Maybe I'll be able to craft it when in combat, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's trying to say, because there's no point of giving you something like this, craft tools, potions, and traps faster, if it's not meant for combat. If it's out of combat, then that's pointless. And it says traps and tripwire damage. This is also very necessary, but those are probably for like when you're surrounded by lots of enemies. And then this one is place more traps and tripwires on the field. Okay, so basically the same thing like for Horizon Zero Dawn. You put down a lot of traps to take out enemies much quicker and easier. So this is like something that you would do for when you're fighting on a higher level of game. Like say if you're playing the game on very hard or hard, you'll want to put more points into traps than you would. But on normal, it's not so much. So that's kind of obvious. So that's what I'm going to do. 2 points here, 1 point in warrior, 1 point in medic, 1 point in infiltrator. But I see certain people who are shitty at the game don't even know how you get past the halfway point with hardly using this. So I'm thinking, but see, I'm playing stealth, so, or I'm going to try to kill as many enemies by stealthing up or by trying to survive without taking a lot of damage. I'm going to need this, so I'm going to put 1 point in here, and then the final points will go into Trapper, and what remaining points will go into Machine Master. Now, Machine Master is necessary, as I could probably see, is for only one reason. There's offensive and defensive mastery of machines. You could make a machine aggressive and attack, or you could make a machine defensive and protect you if there's an incoming attack, which is necessary as you play through the game. But I think if you're able to play stealth-wise or execute enemies faster with traps or with your bow, because most of the times you're not going to kill things fast enough with your bows. Even if you have critical hits, you'll need traps. So I'm going to play the same way I did with Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm going to put 2 points in here, 1 point in warrior for more damage towards my weapons, 1 point in survivor, 1 point in trapper, and 1 point in infiltrator. And that's how it's going to go. Once I max out hunter, the remaining points will go towards trapper and trapper, survivor, and warrior. So those once this is maxed out, it would now go like 2 points into because you will burn through resources if you keep crafting a lot of stuff, and the higher you pick the game mode, the higher the damage type will, the less amount of resources you're beginning, higher the game mode. So 2 points will go more in the warrior, and then the points will go into survivor, trapper, and infiltrator. So that's how it's going to go. 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, and the remaining points will go here if I have any left over. So the machine defense will be something to be considered as I'm playing the game, if it will be more important than anything else. Otherwise, if it is and it's extremely necessary, then less will go into warrior. I know that quick kills are great, but there are going to be lots of moments where infiltration is necessary. But then, now I think about it, you can probably get past this game on normal mode without a lot of infiltration. So, yeah, if this turns out to be something that's necessary, then the points will go into this rather than into infiltration. But I believe I'm going to play just like I did with Horizon Zero Dawn. 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and remaining points here. So that's it. That's all I got to say. I'm going to continue the story. I'm going to keep this quiet afterwards.
I still can't believe the old ones could fly.
They were capable of a lot of things. For good and bad.
Sure seems like it. I wonder what it's like up there, among the stars. The wilds have really grown over this place.
Good morning. I'm Oswald Dalgard, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Far Zenith. Humans, Homo sapiens, us. We all know the projections.
sauce room. Keep your guard up.
Oh, my guard is up.
Up here. Careful. Don't want those things to call in some friends from underground. You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay. Moving up.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first. Check its patrol path. Gotta get closer and stay out of sight. I can throw a rock to distract it. Get it into a position where I can sneak up and strike. Just have to wait for the right moment. Time to throw. There. Now to take it down with a spear strike.
Mine's down too. More of those machines ahead.
Nothing you and I can't handle.
On your lead. My bow's ready. Good hit. I wasn't expecting that.
Got them all. I've been meaning to mention, I noticed you have a new look these days.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry my whiskers offend you, anointed.
The blight's made its way in here, too.
Blight makes my throat itch.
Looks like this little guy got caught up in the blight. I couldn't escape.
I hope it didn't suffer long. Not getting through that way.
The Osram must have used explosives against the machines.
They managed to get a couple.
Looks like there was a barricade here. Machines must have broken through. Keep this for later.
Guess that Osram didn't have a chance to use it.
There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
And not blow yourself up.
Dismantled it. And got more supplies. Looks like another can.
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
Good idea. can use this. Okay. Should have what I need to craft a trap. Machine's ahead.
Don't think they spotted us.
I better scan them.
I've seen this machine before. Scrounger.
It's new to me. Let's see where its weak points are.
Maybe we should craft some traps. It could help us get by.
There.
Maybe we could place one of those
There's a
traps
trap
in
made.
its path. If anything walks into one of those, it won't know what hit it. We're clear.
Let's keep going then.
You've been in a lot of old world ruins. Are they all like this?
They all have their secrets, but every place is different.
Whoa. That machine we saw earlier must be on the move.
Let's hope it doesn't come this way.
That's a big storm picking up out there.
Yeah. And they're getting stronger. And more frequent.
So the storms, the blighted lands, the rivers and lakes choked with algae. You were born to fix all that?
Yeah. I can only do it if I find that backup. I think we're winding our way around to the data center. We'll need to cut through that big building on the right out there.
What's in here? Aloy, come check this out. What is this thing?
It's data. You can scan it with your focus.
Let's see. Huh. A lot of glyphs. I'll tuck this away to study later.
This data mentions the tech that... Our Zenith traded with Zero Dawn. It doesn't explain how they got a backup.
I'll keep an eye out for more data.
Looks like we've got to climb up.
You okay?
Yeah. Guess we won't be going that way.
This place is really falling apart.
Well, it is 1,000 years old.
Made it.
Looks like some kind of meeting room. That door on the other side's locked.
There's another one of those glowing things by the table. Maybe that thing at the table does something.
Anzu.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system, the brainchild of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, Gaia, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering, an obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts. Operation Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of Gaia and her subordinate functions to this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol. In addition, extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
I thought Elizabeth sent the backup here, but she didn't. Far Zenith stole Gaia.
Aloy? Why does that woman look like you?
It's okay, Pearl. We look alike because we're the exact same. Genetically identical.
But she was one of the old ones. How can you be her?
Because I wasn't born. I was made. By a machine. It's why I'm motherless, why I was cast out as an infant.
I don't understand. What kind of machine can make a person?
Remember when I said the backup is like a set of instructions? It's more than that. It's called Gaia. And for a long time, she cared for the world until she had to destroy herself. So she made me to bring her back. I'm the only one who can. And this place is my last hope.
You once said the goddess spoke to you when you went into All Mother Mountain. Was that this Gaia?
Yes, but she's not the goddess, Laurel. There isn't one.
How can you be sure? It sounds like she anointed you with a sacred task.
I've had a lot of time to figure this out. And you will too, with the focus. But for now, the reports said they were going to store the stolen copy of Gaia in the data center. So that's where we have to go. Okay?
Huh.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system, the brainchild of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, Gaia, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering, an obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts. Operation Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of Gaia and her subordinate functions to this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol. In addition, extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
Aloy, over here. I found something you could use. Those Ostrom must have left us behind. Can't help them, but it can help us. Better off in your hands.
A weapon. Thanks, Varl. We should keep moving.
After you.
Down here. I think we're almost back outside.
Good. Look, that must be the machine.
It's heading in the same direction we're going. Great. Another one of those machines. I could try out that new weapon on it. I can do more damage to it while it's brittle.
Already brittle,
Switch to my bow. Gotcha!
Machine's gonna take a cold.
More of the Osram Delvers. And a lot of acid. That big machine must have attacked as they tried to escape.
They didn't stand a chance. So, you said this backup is the last hope.
Yeah. All those places I've been these last few months, there were supposed to be more backups. But 1,000 years ago, a guy named Ted Faro purged them all.
Was he part of Far Zenith too?
No. He was worse. Looks like we can cross over here. this room. Machines tore right through them.
These guys couldn't catch a break. Machines patrolling ahead.
We can tag them in the focus to keep track of them. Okay, now how to get out of here.
Machine ripped right through the wall. There's a ladder in the back.
So tell me something. Sona was really okay with you not going back to the Sacred Lands?
As the Nora war chief, she understood why I was obligated to follow you. But as my mother, she wasn't pleased.
Is she ever pleased? I don't think I've seen her smile.
Me neither. Three of those things. And if they slaughtered all those Oseram, we'll never get through to the data center.
There's no way to slip past them. They're too tough to fight head-on.
We could find a settlement. Convince some hunters to help us.
That would take weeks, and we don't have that kind of time. Maybe all we need is that shuttle to fall.
That thing? How?
We'll figure it out. Just wait here.
Aloy.
Trust me.
And there she goes.
Just need to get over to the shuttle to figure out how to make it fall into the basin. If I can make it to that tower, I should be able to find a way across to the shuttle. There. That ladder can get me up to the tower. There's a rail up there. I think I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple point. I didn't get up high enough. I better try this again. Well, that sounds good. The storm's getting bad. Made it. Damn. Looks like they're out of range of my focus. Easy. That was close. One rickety tower down. On to the next. I won't be able to make that jump. But there is a cable here. Maybe I can ride it to the other side. Well, nowhere to go but up. This place is barely holding together. Looks like there are massive clamps holding the shuttle in place. I'll bet there's a control console nearby. If I can release the clamps, the shuttle should fall right into the basin. Great. More machines in my way. Got this place to myself now. control console might be in there. Okay. Time to crush those machines down below. The shuttle's caught up in those cables. I'm gonna have to climb the tower to find a way to disconnect them. Now, how to get up the tower? Scanning with my focus could help here. If I pull that beam down, it might drop the access lift. Closer to the shuttle to detach the cables. Okay, that creaking doesn't sound good. I'm gonna have to detach those cables quick. This should be the right spot. There. That connector's holding the cables together. It should break if I shoot it. One down. I just need to climb higher and detach the second set of cables. Scaling an ancient, rickety tower with killer machines waiting down below. Maybe Roll was right. No turning back now. Almost there. There's the other connector. The hard way. I need to take this thing down to get to the data center. I should scan for weak spots. Okay, where's that weak spot? fast! Trap maybe? Frost ammo? Or my focus might find something I can use around here. Let's see what this can do. How do you like that? No more shots. Time to drop it. Dead. Finally. The data center should be straight ahead. I guess Farrell's gonna have to find another way there. Once I get the backup, I can reboot Gaia. Fix the system, heal the blight. Restore Elizabeth's dream. But is it still there? Okay. I should find the server room. I'm close. I have to be. Please be here. It's here.
Gaia version 6.9. Initializing. Hello.
Hi. Elizabeth? Travis Tate.
Now, what's this we got here? A Farzian's conspiracy to steal a copy of Gaia? And her subordinate functions? Not enough. Blasphemers! Brood of vipers! With a mighty hand I smite and pour troubles upon you! This ain't no copy of Gaia you stole, you losers. But it's the mother of all logic bombs. So good luck repairing your data. And next time you start thinking you can outsmart a Tate, remember my salute.
Aloy? The goddess.
There is no goddess! I told you that already. That's not Gaia. It's not what I'm looking for. It's nothing but a fake.
I got it.
Varl, I'm sorry.
You have a sharp bite sometimes, you know? But it was pretty amazing to see you fly off that tower and blow up the entire basin.
The thing is, there's going to be more of that. I'm out of leads, Varl. But I have to keep searching. And fast, and whatever risks I have to take, I will. And it doesn't make sense to have someone with me. Someone who might get hurt. This is on me, Varl. Nobody else.
Hold on. Before, in Meridian, you said there was a man who helped you. Silence. You said you used to talk to him a lot about things you discovered from the old world, things no one else understands. And he gave you the lance you used to defeat Hades.
He's gone, Varl. I haven't heard from him since the battle against Hades.
Sure, but Spy Master Murad back in Meridian, he's good at finding people, isn't he?
Varl,
Come on, it might work. Plus, you'll get to see some friendly faces again.
Okay. I guess it's worth a shot.
We've got a long walk ahead.
Actually, I've got a better idea.
Son, it's true. She's come back.
Bless us. The savior of Meridian has returned.
You earned this welcome. You saved them.
Not yet.
In the name of the Sun King of Vard, a royal welcome for the champion.
Make way.
Murad, Aloy has an urgent matter to discuss.
Does she? That makes two of us. I've sent forth hunters for weeks. To Sunfall, all the way to the Sacred Land, searching for you. Something happened at the Spire. Come. I'll show you. Watch your step. You saved us all, to be sure, but we're still cleaning up the mess. It happened right after the solstice. We were able to explain it away, thank the sun. Otherwise, it might have caused a panic. One night, for less than half a minute, it glowed an angry red. From Meridian, it looked like a trick of the light. But those who were closer, atop the light, said it could not have been a reflection. Much to my dismay, they said the light rose up from the tower's base. From that. We left everything just as it was.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. The Spire's supposed to send out signals, messages, for the terraforming system.
But Hades tried to use it to wake up ancient war machines.
I was sure I got the connection to that thing. Wait here while I check it out.
Let us know what you find.
Feeling about this. I don't know. Looks the same as before. Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Elite. We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through.
Savior, everything's just the way you left it. We made sure of this.
Almost ready to go? Not again.
Good to see you back here, Savior.
Looks like a memorial. Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades.
Savior, hammer me rot.
This must be awkward for you, huh? All these people gawking.
Lots of important people here, brothers and sisters. Work like you mean it.
Ho there! Yeah.
That really wrecked this place.
I'm totally unprepared for this situation. Heard the Nora are peeking past their borders thanks to you.
Hammerhead.
I best get back to it.
Look at you!
Don't want to look like I'm stalling.
Oh, hi! What?
Oh. Aloy! Missy! Why, it's an honor.
What?
The place is still in shambles, but it won't be for long. Bet you got a lot more important matters to attend to. Best of luck. Gotta keep going, sorry.
Eyes up here, sister! What?
That's quite the welcome you got there. They don't do that for me.
It's really you. Well, you're a real-life legend.
The savior of Meridian.
Hey,
How do
hey,
you?
is that her? Statue of it?
I think I made a mistake.
If I knew I was gonna meet you, I would have baked a cake or something. Gotta thank you. All this wreckage got me a fine job. Oh, and you saved us, of course. Gotta keep at it. Don't want the others to think I'm lazy.
The Nora of Legends. Nice to make your
You don't
acquaintance.
see Easterners every day.
Everyone wondered where you went after the battle. Surely you have more important things to do.
Pirates.
I could pull this thing out of it. What? Transmission. No, he wouldn't. He couldn't. Something was transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there. This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now. Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me. Should be able to jump back and reach those ropes behind me. There we go. Now, how to cross over to the spire. Looks like I can use my pullcaster on that. Should be able to get up there now. I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me his lance. But it looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission node at the top will tell me. Well, doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way. Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside? An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Carja will make of this. There's the note. Sword of the Far West. Bastard.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lance to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless? You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why to obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding.
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, and the coordinates should make it simple enough. Even for you.
There's no other choice. Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
You went inside it, and it transformed. Almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it. The Tanakh, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tanakh might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace. But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
I need to attach the mask.
Alright, so I'm ending this this period for this game right here and now. There is something that bothers me with regards to this new game. Something that is very troubling. Even though I know many things have improved since the original game, I do not see why, and I understand why they did it, but I do not see why they would want to remove it. It's not like this is a new character, it's the same person, Aloy. And she went through the trials and tribulations in order to take down Hades, and that's present. So why would you remove all her gear from the previous game?
Should be a workbench around here.
You're starting a new quest. You're starting everything new in the Forbidden West. And you're proceeding forward. And you're increasing your skills from 0 again. But it's not like she's a newbie. She's acquired skills and talents and capabilities to do certain things within the game, just like slow motion. They removed that. There's no reason for her to not remember that anymore. There's no reason for her to not remember how to do concentration anymore. Now they could dumb it down a little And it seems like they dumbed it down a little. See. But my thing is, why remove the gear that she acquired from the previous game to make herself more adaptable and stronger against higher level opponents as she's going into the Forbidden West? If anything, they should be like a cache or a chest or at her home or at her house where she has these items, and you should equip them. There's no reason for her to not wear things that to protect her from danger, much stronger than the current stuff that she's wearing, unless what she's going to be getting is stronger than what she had before. The mods were removed from the previous game, and you have to discover mods again. So unless the new mods we're getting are going to be stronger than the previous mods in the game, there would be no reason for her to put away those mods and start anew with the new mods again that are far weaker. So that's my complaint with regards to the game. If she had mods that she had her weapon before, why would she put those mods away on her weapon or on her outfit and take up weaker mods simply because it's a new game starting from the beginning? It's the same character, the same story. She beat Hades, saved, she met Vol and everything. Why throw that away? That was part of her experience. The things that she acquired. Now, if they remove that simply because they have a new system in which they allow her to do things from the beginning again, it's basically like how she was able to beat Hades and stuff are now part of her natural capabilities. Basically everything I did at the beginning of the first video and this video were part of her natural capabilities, not things associated with the grapple or with the different modes that I've learned through this game that are new, but the things that she has always had and always knew how to do from the beginning. So unlocking them is one thing, but mastering them over again from the beginning is, unless they're stronger master than the previous game, it's pointless. It's like she's learning how to do things all over from the beginning again, though she already have the skills and knowledge. So unless they put those skills and capabilities and knowledge and everything she learned from previous game into her basic standard capabilities, it's pretty much starting all over again on her skill tree and taking away those strong armor or strong mods away, which that I do not understand. If the character Aloy defeated these things, wouldn't it be more logical for her to be carrying these things around on her person just in case threats would pop up in the future? So that's my takeaway with regards to the logic of this game, and I won't go into subtracting, minus, or adding anything with regards to this game. That will be an evaluation towards the end of the game, but I think that's something that I consider to be poor, and the logic of why they would want to do that can only be classified under the fact that if no one has ever played Horizon before and this is their first game, they don't want to all of a sudden be introduced to skills and capabilities and mods from the previous game they have that gives them an unfair advantage against certain enemies. But if that is the case, all they had to do was buff up those new enemies so that such mods, such weapons, and such damage capabilities do limited amount of effect towards those enemies. So from what I could tell, Zero Dawn is a totally different game from this game, based on the logic of why they would remove skills. That this is basically starting a new story, new journey. The people are the same, but everything else has changed. That's basically what I'm getting from this. The people are the same from previous game, but every single thing else has changed. Not just how the setup of the windows has changed, it's how you use blast casters, how you use trappers, how you use your bow, how you use certain actors, how you use your wheel going back and forth. I mean, before you never had this window when you're trying to build stuff, so how everything executed is different. How you use your map, how you use waypoint, how you do fast travel. Certain things remain the same from previous game, and many things have changed since the previous game. But if you're going to keep certain things from the previous game, I could only surmise that the things that you want to keep from previous games are the standard things, and anything with regard to gaining experience starts from 0. But yeah, in all reality, with regards to improvement of the game, I still just don't see why, in any type of logic, a character that defeated Hades would just simply throw away those mods and weapons and so on and so forth and start from beginning again. That kind of takes you out of the game, as in the logic of why that person would do that. It's not like this is a new game, a new character, so you have to start again. It is the same characters, same side characters, the same world, the same people in it, and the same experience they all had. So that's my takeaway from it. So that's about the only negative thing I've found so far with regards to the game, and I feel it's kind of shitty. I mean, if they simply had all her equipment stationed somewhere back at our house or something, and we have to go through this game to acquire certain things, and at a certain point we could go back and claim those things in order to use them, that I could see. Her brashness in order to solve certain things, she went off hunting without. But see, even that doesn't make sense. If you know you're going to go off into a dangerous place, you would go back to your own home and then get things to prepare you, to keep you alive and survive much longer. So that is the logic I don't understand with regards to this game. But I see it from the point of view as you want to start things off if this is someone's first playthrough. But as people who've played the previous game before, it's kind of silly to just put away everything you learn and experience and start all over again from the beginning, unless said thing starting all over again, beginning is superior to that which was of the past. And I believe it is, but how superior it is, how great is it? I mean, to be honest, the stealth suit from the previous game was amazing. The tech suit, Elizabeth Sobek suit, that was amazing and could have been used and necessary in here. And I only believe that they didn't include it because it would have an unfair advantage. And for people who've never played any Horizon game, it would have seemed weird that they have this thing and they're using it. But then that wouldn't be so much of a bad thing. All they had to do was lower the skill or increase the power level of the enemies, or lower the skill level of the product that you're using. Either way, to make it seem like the enemy is stronger, that the tech suit or any suit wearing or any mod you're wearing are not as strong for the enemies of Forbidden West. But that they didn't do that, so that's my only takeaway with regards to this game. And hopefully that will be probably the only takeaway with regards to this game, and everything else will be good. So far the story seems good. It's nothing that great with regards to the first game yet, but it's good. So if anything is a minus with regards to this game so far, is that the logic of why put away all your equipment, mods and everything from previous games. It's the same world and same characters. So that's my only takeaway from the game. The only thing I see bad with regards to the game. So far everything is good or much better than with regards to the previous game so far. But I'm still early in the game, and I'll play the rest of it tomorrow and the following week and and the remainder of March until the game is over. So that's it.